Hello everybody and welcome to another brand new episode here on Market Garden, or Farmers Market as I think we called it actually. But yes, so we are out in, you'll remember from the last episode we bought the field over there near the silo, the field sort of just the other side of the road, and then this one which is right next to it. And the three fields had, two fields had sorghum in. So the one next to the silo, the one next, just next to this one, that was already stubble, and then this one had, oh dear me, and then this one had sorghum in it too. So we're getting it harvested because it's going to be the feed for our chickens. But as you can see from the, oh, and I've also as well, just off camera, I've also put in a grain silo, and I've had to buy a elevator to obviously get the grain into the silo, because it's a bin, not a predefined one with a tipping grill, if you like. I know what I mean. But so I bought one where we needed an elevator. We're also going to need an elevator to unload it as well, but we'll worry about that when we come to it, because as I say, what I want to do this episode is obviously get this harvested. We'll then have to move on a month, and then we'll have some pallets to sell, and then once we get them sold, I'm hoping that our root veg will be ready to harvest as well, so we can then crack on with that. That's the plan for today's episode. As I say, we'll have some pallets to sell next month, but I mean that's what brings our money in, so that's no big deal. And I'm starting to regret that little trailer. I was thinking, we won't need much. We won't need nothing very big, but we could have done with maybe having a slightly bigger one. But for now, it's okay. It's fine. I mean, we're not going to be growing too much in the way of crop, in terms of cereal crop. Literally a bit of sorghum or a bit of wheat or something just for chicken feed. As we get bigger and as we get richer, and then we probably will, start to grow more crops to start providing the things we need for the stuff we want to make, i.e. we'll be growing other cereals to produce flour, which in turn will produce bread. We'll need to do lots of sort of other things as well, and just trying to think off the top of my head, cake, and sugar and chocolate and milk and cheese. So yes, we've got quite a bit to achieve yet, as I say, and we're gonna need potatoes, we're gonna need sugar beet, we need everything. I think it's easier just to say that. But everything's eventual, and as I say, we're getting on well. We have progressed nicely over the last sort of year and month, 2 months, whatever it is. As I say, we've progressed quite nicely. But off camera, all I've done is the silo and the elevator, to get the crop into the silo. I've not done anything other than that, so you've not missed anything at all. But as I say, we'll crack on, we'll get this done, and then once we get this done, we can then move on to next month, get the pallets sold, and hopefully our veg should be ready. If not, we'll then probably move on another month, and then the veg will definitely be ready. But I've got a feel it should be ready next month, which is quite good. And we're also sort of in the market now that we've got a couple of free fields are in the market for a seed drill and a cultivator. There is a cultivator on there, but as I said in the last episode, I remember saying in the last episode, with how deep those tines would go in, although the horsepower requirements say that my tractor will pull it, I'm not overly convinced that in real life the tractor would be able to pull that cultivator. Like I say, because of how, you know, the tines go into the ground, I think it will pull it, but I think it will struggle. And you know, these sort of these fields here, this one in particular, is, you know, it's got quite a bit of a hill in it. So I'm sort of not really wanting to you know, give too much struggle, if I'm honest. So I think we'll look for ideally for our little tractor, a disc cultivator will be brilliant. You know, that way we'll be able to pull everything. You know, we'll be able to pull it easy then. So, and as I say, just a small seed drill, just to plant as a, you know, a little bit of crop that we need. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to switch over to some time lapse. We'll get this finished, and I'll go back and get what I just missed. But we'll get it finished, and then we'll be ready to move on again. So I'll see you in a minute. Now I know why they put a tractor on that on those elevators. When I got there and it was like, I had a look in the thingy, 6,000 litres. I was like, this bin holds 6,000 litres? I was thinking, and then I was kind of like, but my trailer holds 8 and it was full last time I tipped it. So I was kind of like, something's happened, and then looked at the elevator and it had swung itself completely off. So I think we're going to have to buy a little tractor just to sit on that elevator when we're loading crops into it. But that'll be for another time. At the moment we don't have the money for anything. But at the moment we also don't need another tractor at the moment. But eventually when we get the opportunity, a small tractor that can just hold onto that elevator while we're loading and unloading. Doesn't appear to have moved too much at the moment, but yes, it was a bit. I was kind of like, what? No, that can't happen. But yeah, so anyway, that's got that harvested, and that's all the combining done now for this year. Just slow down a little bit. That's all the combining done now for this year, so that's good. And as I say, we can get this tipped into here, get the tractor and trailer put away, and then we can move on to the next month. We'll have some pallets to sell, and then once we've sold them, we will hopefully be able to get on with harvesting the veggies. So if they're not, well, we'll keep fast forward until we can get them harvested, because I want to get them harvested, and then we've obviously got some ploughing and stuff to do to get ready for next year's crops. And we also need to try and raise some money for some chickens as well. So busy, and as I say, stuff to try and get done if we can. But right, actually, we'll put that in the other shed because we're going to need the veg harvester out of there, aren't we? And because it makes it nice and easy as well, for the fact that they'll be in boxes, which does remind me, actually, we need to buy a forklift or something so we can pick the boxes up. And yes, so yes, there's still things we need. So we might end up having to sell some of our sorghum to give us the finances that we need. But as I say, selling these pallets every day, as we know, that that does help. And also as well, I have managed to find another greenhouse that will do different products as well, so that's quite good. Obviously we've got these ones here that we put in, was it last episode or the episode before? So we need more of these as well, so I think we're going to be okay. I think 2 months worth of selling should give us the money back that we need. And I say, if not, we'll just sell a little bit of the sorghum for this year. But yeah, it's not going too bad. We're doing all right. We're progressing very nicely. I do think, though, in my humble opinion, let's have a look. These look ready, don't they? They look ready. Yes, they're ready. Yeah, that's cool. In my humble opinion, and I need the garage not. I'll start again. In my humble opinion, greenhouses are a little bit overpowered on the game. It hasn't taken us very much to get as wealthy as what we have. All right, we're in debt at the moment, but that will be about to change. With the pallets that we're about to sell, it's not going to give us as much as what we were hoping, to be fair, because obviously we're minus 1,500 already, but we will certainly get there. Still not made my mind up about whether to use the in-game what do you call it, farmers market, or whether to buy our own. I'm not sure what to do yet. If I put that here, we've got a few boxes on here, so one of these boxes alone will almost virtually give us back credit. Oh, do you know what? Oh dear. There we go. Yeah, that'll virtually give us back credit that we're looking for, so we don't have to worry too much. As I say, by Christmas we'll have more than enough money to start doing the things that, or continue to do the things that we want to do. We're not in a huge rush for chickens, but it's nice to know that should we want to do them now, we can do, at least because we've got the food. But as I say, it might be that we have to sell the sorghum this time around just to give us a bit of cash flow. I can't really see where that was. There we go. That's better. Might be better to do it that way actually. Should be able to get that other little what's that, cabbage on there as well, which will help us, because we can't just keep taking 2 pallets at a time, because you know, it's when we get more greenhouses, that's going to take us forever. You know, and we can't do that. All right, we will leave them ones there. We'll come back for those ones, and then we've got those ones as well. But yeah, now let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? Should we put our own farmers market in, or should we use the in-game one? You know, I'm leaning towards the in-game one, just as I've said before, because of the people. It gives it a little bit of atmosphere, you know. But as I say, the one that we would put on our farm will function just the same as that one. So it'll function just the same. Just it'll be minus all the people. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do, but as I say, let me know in the comments. You know, our own or what's there. I mean, we'll buy what's there. We won't just use it and say it's ours. I will actually, you know, buy it. So we can't use it until we've got enough money to buy it. And I'm thinking the money to buy it should be, you know, 500,000 to $1 million. You know, because it's in quite a bit of property, and also as well because we'll kind of have it that we buy the sunflower farm as well. So as I say, there's quite a bit of property and land there, so you know, it'll be... It's a bird. Is it dead? I have never seen that before in this game. I mean, is it dead? Well, it's clearly not dead because it's moving, James. Jesus Christ. But is it injured? I mean, in all fairness, it's quite well detailed, isn't it? Spider feet. Gotta watch out for your spider feet. Well, I have never seen that before. There we go. Will that sit on there? Yep. I wondered what on earth it was when I moved the pallet. So whether the pallet spawned and squashed it, I don't know. But I mean, normally, as you know, they fly off. You know, when you get within, you know, certain distance, they disappear. You know, but I've never seen that before. But anyway. There we go. We're building our money back again now. Right, we're going to get these few pallets up here, and then we'll be good to get on with our veggies. It's going to take a little bit of time to do the veggies because obviously it's only one row, and we're going to have lots of boxes, but we are going to need a little forklift. I mean, we can now afford a little forklift, to be fair, but yeah, that's what we're going to need as well. So we was only poor for one night, really. As I say, we did okay. We soon got back into credit. We'll just get these others sold from. So we've got chilies and I think 2 more mushrooms to sell, and then we're good to go. It'd be good to get those veggies harvested and get them off the ground and get them to the canning factory, which we will lease. And the reason we'll lease it is because then we're paying them a monthly fee, and that monthly fee is the contract fee for the factory to produce our you know, our jars of carrots or tins of carrots or whatever, tins of carrots, tins of parsnips, and tins of red beets. So as I say, we will lease it so that we have a monthly cost on that, so that, because otherwise, you know, you can buy them, and yes, it is quite expensive to buy, but that's it after that, you know, and it's not long before you start to earn your money back, because they are worth a little bit of money, to be fair. The preserved you know, jar or tins of vegetables. So yes, okay, you've heard it. I have trouble saying the word vegetable. The word veg. Thinking about it now, got no chance. Yes. So there's a few. So when I had my stroke when I was 4. Oh, what on earth happened there? When I had my stroke, that's what happened there. When I was 4, it took away my speech. It made me paralysed on my left side, took away my speech, and sort of, you know, left me, as I say, paralysed on my left side and unable to speak. So it left me dumb for a little while. And then eventually, with lots of coercion and physiotherapy and just about everything else that was you know, sort of given, eventually my speech started to come back slightly, so I started to be able to make noises. Anyway, long story short, eventually my movement came back with physiotherapy and hydrotherapy, and eventually my speech came. But what it did was, it meant that for, I don't know what reason, but I couldn't pronounce or a lot of letters. So like, I couldn't pronounce S's and T's. So I had to go for physio speech therapy. And with the speech therapy, I mean, obviously it was fantastic, because eventually it did give me back some communication abilities. And then as sort of the years passed by, and by the time I'd got to secondary school, pretty much all of my speech capabilities had come back, and I was able to you know, to communicate fully, which was good, because the fear that certainly I had, and I think I had it because I knew my mum and sort of my dad had it, was that I would go to secondary school not being able to talk properly, and I was obviously get the mick taken out of me. But thankfully, by the time I did go in the September, I was able to speak properly. But the one thing it has left, or appears to have done, and I've been told that this is not abnormal, and that this is as a result of my stroke, is that it's it's left me with an inability to be able to pronounce and to say properly certain words. So vegetables is one of them, and shoulder is no. So the thing at the top of your arm, your shoulder, no, yeah. So they're the two words that I have most trouble with saying. You know that from listening to my videos, that occasionally I go, that's easy for me to say, you know, because I'm trying to make light of it. But so that's what happens as well. Sometimes my brain kind of forgets how to speak, and then I just start making noises, which is what I used to do. So if you ever do hear me stumbling my words or whatever, that's the reason why. You know, there's not a lot I can do about it. But yeah, you may hear me. There are other words, but I'm not going to say them, just in case they don't actually crop up. That way I don't need to embarrass myself. But yeah, the thing at the top of the arms, sort of, that your neck is attached to your shoulder, and vegetables, are the sort of the two main words that I can't say properly. But yeah, so that's given you all a bit of a laugh at my expense. But never mind. I find it funny, so I don't mind if other people do. You know, feel free to, you know, comment funny things in the comment section. Like I say, I find it hilarious. You know, and sometimes, you know, people get me to try and say the words just so they can have a laugh at my expense, so it doesn't bother me. You know, don't think that I get, you know, upset or anything by it, because I don't. I've just bent our new harvester. Right, I'm actually looking for the top link place. Maybe it doesn't have one, and that's why it connects underneath. Let's have a look. Yeah, it just connects underneath, so that's why. Right, let's go and get our vegetables harvested. And as I say, we'll need a flat trailer, which we should be able to afford now. And we'll also need a little forklift, which we should also be able to afford right now. So we're going to be looking good in a little while. But anyway, I'm going to switch over to some time lapse, and we'll see how well and bad this goes. And at the end, we'll see how we've done. So I'll see you in a minute.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. We lay awake in bed. It laughs so loud as the hours pass. We're gonna do it all again. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, shout from the top. We're gonna be. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. The best we ever had, and we'll stay on forever. We'll never have regrets. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. Running wild, we're gonna be, two hearts running wild.
So I'm back, and we're not doing too bad. we've got more off here than what I originally expected. I was expecting each crop to give, I don't know, maybe 2 boxes, 3 at a push. But we've actually done okay out of it, so I'm quite pleased actually. Like I say, next episode we need to get a flatbed and a forklift for the tractor. So we'll get the rear forklift. It's only £3,000. That'll do for what we want it to do. So we needn't be too fussy at this stage about what we have and what have you. We just sort of need cheap and cheerful at the moment. Because as I say, we've got quite a bit of building projects to go, and we've got other stuff that we want to get on with as well. So yeah, as I say, we're doing all right. We've only got a few breeds to go, and we'll have this done, which as I say is very good. I'm very pleased. It can be hard sometimes to please a farmer, but yeah, it's definitely pleased me on this occasion. As I say, we've done really well out of this. And the red beets, they did well. Parsnips were the ones that I was kind of surprised with. They're the ones that sort of did better than what I kind of thought they would do. Next year, we'll be able to have all 3 crops in separate fields. So they'll have their own fields next year, which will make it a little bit more straightforward and simple to harvest. And I'll be able to go round and round rather than having to keep reverse up. And the only reason I'm reversing up is because obviously those trees on the other side, and I don't want to run into the crop, because obviously with vegetables you will hey, I said it that time. It's because I wasn't thinking about it. It's if I think about it when I can't say it. But if I just kind of say it without me realizing I'm about to say it, then I can do it. It's the same with see, I've already thought about it. But it's the same with whatever. The thing above your arms, below your neck, or what your neck's attached to. It's the same with them. If I don't think about it before I say it, I can say it. But yeah. Anyway, as I say, we've done really well. Get these to the canning factory, get them canned, and then get them back in the farm shop, and we'll hopefully do a nice little trade on them. That's another 4 box. So hopefully we'll sell quite a few and make quite a bit of money out of them. That's the idea. I have to admit, actually, the realistic cab view mod don't have to make this job a lot easier. So for those of you that don't know about the real cab view mod, it's on the mod hub. It was one of the sort of earlier mods to come out for FS20 what are we on, 5, but it allows you to do that. So that's normal, and then suddenly it allows me to lean right forward, and it then means I can see the pickup, and I can then see whether I'm in line or whether I'm not. And as I say, that it makes things so much easier, this mod, when doing this, as I say, because otherwise I just wouldn't be able to see that and I'd be guessing. So with the fact that I can actually sit here, see it, all my other keys function as well, so it doesn't block any of the other function of any of the other keys, and it's just, honestly, it's a brilliant mod. Because I probably wouldn't be able to do this job quite as well as what I'm doing without it. So yeah, if you're wondering how I'm able to do that, that's the reason why I'm able to do that. It's called the Real Cab View mod, and it is on the mod hub. So you can actually download it and use it for yourself. And I also noticed as well that Courseplay has come out for Farming Sim. It's a beta version, so it's not the proper full version, but it's a beta version. But the fact that we've got that before Christmas in a new Farming Sim game is pretty incredible. According to what I've just read, they're waiting for Giants to release the script documentation or something, and some tools and that they need to be able to do it. Now, I'm not being funny, but you would think that Giants, in terms of the Courseplay mod and maybe even the Auto Drive mod, would release the stuff to them, privately. Just say, look, you don't give it to anyone else. It's just for you, so you can develop your mod, because it's a must mod for the game. Do you know what I mean? Like, Giants kind of sort of like, oh yeah, modders are great and fantastic, and we give them the platform and blah 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 blah. Well, in which case then, like, support them. Say, right, don't give this to anyone else. But your mod is an essential part of people playing the game. Here's everything you'll need, or give them before you even build or as you're building the game, so that they're able to have these things sort of nearly ready from the off. I mean, it does appear that it is. I don't know about Courseplay, because that's just some incredible scripting and everything else, and programming, and those people are very, very, very clever people. So I don't know about Courseplay, but in terms of like tractors and different and sort of script mods, other script mods, it appears that this version of Farm Sim seems to be maybe a little bit easier to convert everything over, just because of the amount that we've got within the sort of, what are we now, a month and sort of 2 weeks after the game's been released, and the mod hub is already sort of got plenty of mods on it. So it seems to be a little bit easier. We've got Calmsden Farm coming just after Christmas. We've got Farm Sim Briscoe that is, sort of now starting a new map project, and for FS25, so that should hopefully be awesome. I think it was called Saxingham or Saxlingham. I don't know. I'm assuming it's in and around Norfolk, and being from Lincolnshire, I probably should know that. And for the last 2 years, I have lived in Norwich, but there's been a few maps that have come out that have been in that area, and I've been like, that's not around here. And then I've looked it up on Google, and then I've actually visited the places in Norfolk. So whilst I know the major places, I don't know everywhere. But anyway, that's got that done. So as I say, I'm really, really pleased with what we've got off there. And then we've got our parsnips and our carrots here. See, doing it this way, that should now make either Giants or modders, make it easier for them to do like cauliflowers and cabbages and stuff. The fact that we can do it this way with the carrots and stuff, we could also use that machine to harvest cabbages and cauliflowers and things. I have seen it done with a very similar harvest in real life. There's a farm not so far away from me. I'll talk about them quite a bit. Lincolnshire Farm Produce, who actually have got something a little bit like that, similar to this pickup on here, that does do cauliflowers and cabbages and broccolis and stuff like that. Brussels, it would be nice to see Brussels in the game, because that would bring its own equipment. It would be really nice if Giants, or again modders, could make it so that we could beg carrots. That would be quite good. Anyway, I'm saying it like it's the easiest thing in the world to do, and I appreciate that it's not. I mean, I'm not a modder, I have no idea, but I do understand that the people that do the mods and the people that do all this stuff so that we can enjoy this game are very exceptionally talented and very clever people. And I see the elevator has moved again. So yeah, anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks ever so much for watching. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And remember, I am trying to hit a target of 1,000 subscribers by April the 16th for my birthday. So that would be absolutely incredible if you guys could help me do that. But thanks ever so much for joining me on this episode. I can't wait to have you and see you on the next one. Bye for now.